Definitely. I was reading one of your Instagram posts, and it said you was locked up with SouthWest T. You spent some time in a hole with him, man. How was that whole experience? He just got out, recently too.
Yeah.
That.
Well, it's crazy because, like, in the hole, the actual facility we was in Fort Dix. So when you were in the hole in Fort Dix, you could pretty much talk through the vents and shit like that and yell through the doors. So we did a lot of that, you know what I'm saying? And he was just like any other guy, cool, laid back, you know what I'm saying, to himself, you know what I mean? But he's just like anybody else, man, just thorough.
At that point in time, obviously, he didn't know he was going to get out due to COVID and everything like that. How was his spirits at that time? Was he still motivated?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, man, when you a man's man, like nothing could break you, at that point. So, he was just doing his time like everybody else was doing their time. You know what I mean?
I could dig it.
Let's go back, man, if you may, man, back to your heyday, in the streets and whatnot. When you was running around just doing your thing, man. And talk about
the crazy days.
Yeah. Chris Lighty, your relationship with Chris Lighty, and how that went down.
It's wild because it's real wild. And actually, rest in peace to Chris Lighty. It's his birthday right now. Chris Lighty was a good guy. And I was fortunate enough to be around Chris Lighty, and the last time that I actually seen Chris, it was me, him, and 50 Cent, and we was in the back of Five's bulletproof truck. We was going to go see Alicia Keys, and he was in great spirits. Everything was fine. So I've seen a lot of great things happen. I've seen him do a lot of great things with me being around the whole GUnit thing and being around 50 Cent and. I seen him do a lot of great things, man.
Yeah, definitely. Now, the streets of Philly, coming up on that, and the rappers, in Philly. How would you say the unity is with the rappers in Philly? Because it seems like for us, we're from Jersey, not too far outside of Philly, but we're privy to a lot of the artists. Are the artists sticking together in Philly? How's that whole climate nowadays? From when you went in and came out.
Yeah, I mean, Philly artists kick it. You know what I'm saying? We're a little different because, for us, it's like, we come from that hardcore street thing where it's like, your crew is your crew. You know what I'm saying? But, we kick it. Everybody bumps into each other in studios or in the streets and stuff like that. So it's really cool. It may not look like it because people don't see everybody doing a bunch of songs together. Mm-hmm. A lot of people can be in the same room with each other. You know what I'm saying? And they do at times. It's just not publicized a lot.
Or growing up, man, we used to listen to Power 99. Like Oga said, we right across the bridge. So we got Power 99 and listen to all the personalities, grew up loving that. You talk about DJ Cosmic Kev and how he influenced your career. Talk about how Cosmic Kev and the Power 99 crew helped you get started.
They actually, I'm sorry, this phone's ringing. They actually, what they did was, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we good, bro.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, they actually helped me out a lot, musically. It's like Cosmic Kev was the first one that ever played me, to ever play a record from me or freestyle from me. So it was really, really a great experience over the years, just doing different freestyles and coming up with records. And that's how I was able to perfect my craft, you know what I'm saying? And really, know how to make a record. Because all of my records, like, I would think before I would record it, I would think like, what would he think if I did it this way? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because he was the first DJ to ever give me any type of airplay.
In your opinion, what would you say changed since when you were locked up?
I don't know what happened. I can't hear y'all though.
Oh, you can't hear us?
Just because of his
phone.
Y'all
can hear me, but I can't hear y'all.
Probably.
Tell him to click back and come back in when his phone rings. That happened.
I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. We're getting back in here. It always happens. Somebody calls.
Yeah, we're in the middle with Mike Knox right now. Motivation out now. Drop May 5th, 2020, man, the EP. He said it's going to be a series of 5 different compilations. We got our man Victor Publicist taking care of this little technical issue right now.
Yeah, man.
It's all great, man.
Yes, up. Yeah, 1 minute, man. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, my mic on.
We can hear you, but he can't hear us.
Can't hear y'all.
Yeah, we're getting fixed in a second. Yeah, hit that 5-star rating, man.
I can see y'all and everything. I just can't hear you.
Right.
Into this interview.
We can hear you.
Yeah, that's why we got to get those numbers.
Yeah.
communicate quickly. Maybe he'll come back in a second though. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a good interview, man. I'm feeling it already. Got a lot of questions lined up for this brother about the past, and totally different demeanor from seeing him back in the day.
Real chill. It's crazy, man. Like,
yeah.
You'll never know what to expect when we had these people come on the podcast, the platform. We seen them on TV or seen them in the records or seen the wild shit. But then we come on, they're usually real cool, man. It's dope.
Yeah, man. You know, going to prison and, you know, growing up will make a man out of you.
That's
you know what I mean? Here he goes right now. You should be able to hear him now. You can hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear him.
All right.
Yeah. Anytime you get a phone call, something on the phone.
Oh, yeah. I think that's
some reason you can hear us, but we can't. We can hear you, but you can't hear us. So just click back out and come back in that.
All right, I got you. If that happens, I got you.
All right. I was asked you about when you first went in 7 years ago, hip hop then, and then coming out in hip hop now. Did you feel like you had to make an adjustment to the different sound that changed? Because in 7 years, a lot has changed in hip hop. How you feel about that?
I feel like what changed was the real shit wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I didn't have to really change much. I just had to just get in pocket. Like, and just do me. Like, people would be so caught up in trying to sound like what's going on right now that it puts a lot of music in one category. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you have to just do you, and you have to find your space and your groove, and what fits you best. And it's like, what are you trying to achieve? What do you want people to look at you as? You know what I'm saying? Like, my message is completely different from, you know, what I once was about. You know what I mean? Like, I used to be really wild out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now it's like, you know, we got a lot of these youth out here. So, you know, when I'm telling my stories and I'm getting into different things and I'm saying certain things, it's like you hear me talking it, but then you also hear me say, you don't want to go there. You know what I'm saying? Or I might not say you don't want to go there. I might give them something where I did some wild shit, but I might go from there to, but I was in jail for this amount of time, or I did this in jail, or that happened. You know what I mean? Where you're not in a space where you can control yourself. So I feel like it's all about how you set yourself up musically.
Right. How do you feel about the drug promotion in music? Because we know, I mean, it's been going on for a long time, even, you know, probably the last 20, 30 years of hip hop. Right. How do you feel about that being an artist and rappers openly promoting that to the youth?
Well, I mean, I don't feel like they promote it to the youth. I feel like what people fail to realize is a lot of these guys came into the industry and they already had stressful things going on in their life. You know what I mean? So you can't just say like they promoting it. Like, a lot of them, it was like the norm. You know what I'm saying? And like at the end of the day, like if you smoking weed, it's like a person smoking weed. You've been smoking weed for years and you only been able to cop bags of weed, but then you get in a position where you're able to smoke a quarter pound of weed a day with you and your homies, and you running around and you're doing shows and you're doing this. It becomes a part of your everyday life. And I think it's not making an excuse for any drug. I'm just saying that I think a lot of people had different issues going on in their life prior to. And, you know, when they gain success, you know, everything goes up a level. And it wasn't never about promoting it to kids, I don't think.
Let's kind of transition that. That's definitely a great point. In the social media, if you look at social media, and it's a gift and a curse with it. You see, on one end, I mean, if it wasn't for social media, we wouldn't be able to do shit like this. But then on the other end, it creates absolute monsters. It gives this false sense of, I guess, more than what people have to the youth, to people looking from the outside looking in. So talk about the gifts and the curse of social media. What you think about that?
I feel like people get caught up in wanting to be seen more than anything. You know what I mean? I think, like, you ever see the pictures where the girls, they take pictures and they got that one leg poked out, where it's like she want to look like she bow-legged, but she really not.
Yeah,
shows some extra ass cheek or something.
Yeah, so it's like, and it's not. I'm not dissing the girls. I'm just using that as a point by saying that social media, like the first thing people do, a lot of people grab their phone before they wash their face.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Just to see who said what or who sent them a message on social media. Social media has taken over the world. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it can be a gift and a curse because they could love you one day, they could hate you tomorrow, or they could love you 1 minute and hate you 2 seconds later. Depending on what you post or what somebody posts about you and how you respond to it and react to it. You know what I mean?
How does it affect the career of a rapper? Obviously, when you went in, social media wasn't as hot as it was when you came out. So how does it affect the career?
I think it affects it in a good way. You know what I mean? I think of the fact because it gives you more reach. You know what I mean? If you have a nice rollout plan and you systematically do the correct things, you can financially put yourself in a great space. Like, look, let me show y'all something. Hold on, I ain't going home.
All right. In the building, Mike Knox right now, man. Hit that 5-star rating here on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Bring you nothing but non-stop exclusives over here.
Look, like, you got to have your merch, right?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got to sing out some of these too, but you got to have your